Good morning and welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Boston. I am Reverend Gina and I am blessed to be here with you today for this wonderful topic that we have. We are here and we are going to be lifted up with song and message and prayer, of course. We here at Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Boston are here with joyful heart. We are open and receptive to spirit in all ways, all forms, and we realize that we are that. See, we practice the philosophy of science of mind, which is a culmination of science, religion, and philosophy. We take all the best of it, wrap it all together, and we share in a beautiful message in truth that uplifts ourselves and the world because we know that there is only one. And when I am uplifted, each one is. So we choose to be the change we wish to see in the world. So today we have a beautiful message. And, our theme for this year, our global theme is living out loud. And today's topic is singing with gratitude. Yes, singing. Not just quietly having it and knowing it, but shouting it out loud, knowing, proclaiming, and being in that place of gratitude. So today I invite you to just be in this place. And as we bring this first part of the song forward, it's I'm so grateful. I invite you to just take this chant, say, repeat it, feel it, and embody this chant.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so very grateful. So blessed. So grateful. And every day I start my
Yes, I am so grateful. Thank you for watching this morning. I see you there at home, and I am so grateful that you're here with us. We are so blessed to have you here. I'd love to hear from you. Who's out there this morning? Good morning, Sonia. It's wonderful to have you here. I know you're there in California, bright and early. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. You are a beautiful, just absolutely beautiful soul. And I forget, you are the spiritual director of, you have to let us know what center it is. I forgot what CSL you're the director of. Please let us know. But may you and your center be blessed this morning. You know, today we are in this place of choice. We get every morning, every day, a choice on how we see life. And when we come together, there's an energy to it that is beautiful. And we don't have to be in the same place. Yes, CSO Redlands. Blessings, blessings, blessings. They are so lucky to have you and your amazing spirit. It's a beautiful name, Sonia. And both of you say it the same way, which I love. So Sonia is the emphasis on the O. And I have Sonia with me today from Barbados. And you talk about another beautiful soul. Sonia is here from Barbados and here to share with us our reading and our invocation. She's going to start us out with prayer. She's a practitioner in distance, although there is no distance within the one. And she is also the director of CSL teaching chapter in Barbados. And I'm so excited about the chapter and the new beginnings there. And I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you, Sonia, for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, CSL Greater Boston. I'm going to invite you to just still your mind, become quiet wherever you are, and go with me into your inner chamber and connect to the God of your understanding. God is all there is. God is the ultimate reality of gratitude. And so, I speak my word knowing that gratitude is the song of my heart. And as I listen to this heart song, I know that this is not a solo song. This is a symphony of other light beings whose hearts are welled up with joy and gratitude and singing of how grateful we are to be here, to be present in this moment, acknowledging that gratitude is the energy that brings together everything that we desire. And so I'm knowing right here and right now in this moment that as our heart song of gratitude is being sung, we are being guided and directed in love and harmony. And for this, we are so grateful. We're grateful for the technology that brings us together. We're grateful for Reverend Gina, who has the inspiration and the dedication to keep us going every Sunday. We're grateful for the strength and energy that we draw from each other in harmony as we come together through the technology that is made available to allow our heart to sing in gratitude. And with this I say, listen to my heart song as I listen to your heart song, spreading love and joy and gratitude all throughout the world, coming out of CSL Boston, coming out of Barbados. There is nothing but absolute gratitude. And because it's only gratitude, I am grateful. I am grateful for this gratitude right here and right now. And I'm grateful that this gratitude does not end when we end this service today, but it continues and continues. Because that's who we are. We are made in gratitude. We're forever grateful, and so it is. And I'm going to take you into our reading today, and it is from The Grateful Heart. This is a chapter in Spiritual Economics. And I'm reading from page 96. Sorry, that's page 97. According to Plato's law, as you feel grateful, you become attractive, not only in your beauty and radiance, but in your relationships with people. More important, you release a vital energy that draws to you opportunities, employment, and a secure flow of substance. Everything begins to work in your life in an orderly and creative way. You may be so uplifted in the joy of thanksgiving that your consciousness easily gives vent to the activity of blessing. In your gratefulness of heart, you can confer prosperity upon all the many things, experiences, and people whose performances have such a profound influence on your life. Bless the car you drive, or the bus or train you ride. Bless the weather and the traffic. Bless your place of business or employment. Bless your employer and your co-workers. Bless your investments and your cash flow. Bless your home and family. Bless your friends and neighbors. Now, blessing exerts no magic power over these people, conditions, or things. In fact, it doesn't change them at all. It changes you, your thoughts and feelings, and the consciousness you project into the world. And that's the end of our reading for today. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much, Sonia.
You are so
You know, it really does come down to it. It's where is my mindset? Where is my attitude? And I invite you to check in on yourself. I call it a checkup from the neck up, is what I call it, actually. And I invite you throughout your day, ask yourself that question. How am I doing? Where's my mindset at? How am I feeling? And it's amazing the things that can cultivate, because until we know where we are, we can't go in a different direction. So thank you for that beautiful message, Sonia. I appreciate it. You know, our topic today is singing with gratitude. When we sing, it touches a different part of us. It's one thing to be grateful, but when you are singing with a joyful heart, amazing things happen. The body just opens up. There's an energy to it. You ever just been driving along in the car, singing along to a song that you love, and everything else slips away? There's a joy in that in that moment, all is well. And when we really are in that place of gratitude, our heart sings. It's a feeling of knowing enough. We live in a society, unfortunately, that never talks about enough. It's about bigger, better, faster, more. And it is so easy to get distracted. So, how do we change that? We get to choose differently. That's how it works. We get to choose differently. So, let me ask you, do you have a hard time saying thank you? If someone does something for you, do you nod? Do you kind of just go along with it and you say, yeah, kind of, yeah? Or do you have a hard time receiving compliments? See, a lot of people, oh, this old thing, oh, I've had this forever. If you can't even receive a compliment, what other good are you holding back? But also, that often has that I'm not worthy of it behind it. So, part of gratitude is knowing that I deserve what I have. And sometimes we feel like, well, we should have more than we want, than we currently have. Everyone has moments of it. Maybe not you. I know you must be perfect, but many of us, including myself, have those moments that you work so hard, and you're like, but shouldn't I be further along than this? As if it is a destination. You know, I know for me, I can be impatient with myself much more so than with other people. And the would, could, shoulds to take away from the gratitude and contentment of where I am in any given moment. And we do need to know where we are before we can change anything. Gratitude is one of the most fundamental and important practices, spiritual practices that we have. Well, how is it a spiritual practice? It's so important to know that when we say thank you, that it's not for spirit. When we say thank you, it's for us. If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, it will be enough, my Stracker. And thank you can be an entire treatment. It can be the whole prayer. It can be that knowing in that those simple two words of spirit is, I am. It already is, and thank you. In just those two words, if we really feel it enough. I don't know about you, when I have those awestruck moments when I'm watching a sunset that's just magnificent, or a new baby, or just certain beautiful pieces of art or music that you can get lost in. That feeling of wow, is that thank you? That magnificence, that wow, I get to be in this place at this moment. Or I can get caught up in whatever's going on in life and miss it. I can remember many times that I'm driving and I look up and the clouds and the sky and the sun and the way that it's coming through the cloud. And it's just beautiful. Or the moon, or it's just gorgeous. And I think I've been in the car for the past half hour to an hour, and I didn't even notice. How distracted have I been that I didn't see all this beauty? I wasn't paying attention to it. So, how much in your life are you paying attention to? And where are you putting that energy? We get a choice every day, every moment of every day. And, sometimes, sometimes we don't realize we're doing it. And in the story of the prodigal son, I always got a little resentful about that one. And my minister coming through, Reverend Dr. Ian Taylor, is the person that I was blessed to do my studies with prior to ministry. And actually, I'm still working with him. He talked about the prodigal son a lot, and that's one of the stories in the Bible. And I used to get frustrated because I used to think, okay, so there's two sons, and one of them decides, okay, I want my inheritance now. I don't want to wait. I want it now, and I want to go do whatever I want with it. And there's another son that stands by and is loyal to the dad and does all of the work and never, ever wavers in any way. And his brother just goes off and wastes it, just goes off and wastes every bit of it. And then comes back and is treated even better than the one that was there all along. And it was a little too close to home for me. I have to tell you, it hit a little too close to home because I always did. I was the good girl. It was how I was raised. It was what I always did. And it really, I didn't get it. And as much as he talked about it, I still didn't get it until I really studied it. You know, see, I wasn't understanding that the father in the story, I got that it was supposed to be spirit, that it was coming home to the father. I got that. But I didn't understand that, the inheritance is unlimited. See, in earthly consciousness, if you've given half away, you only have half left. But in an infinite universe, you're not giving half away at all. In an infinite universe, it's an unbelievable amount. It's there is no limit to it. And with that unlimited amount, nothing is wasted. So he sends his son off, and his son goes and does whatever he does and realizes how bad it is. He found himself in the worst possible circumstances, lower than even the servants that he can ever remember being treated, lower than some of the animals were treated by his father. So he went back home to beg for forgiveness, not to be seen as a son, but just to be simply, allowed in. And the father ran and embraced fully, giving that place on the throne right beside him. His best cloak, his, the best cow, the best everything. It was a party. And, the other brother that was there all along got really resentful. Why should he have that? You never gave me a party. You never did anything for me. And the other brother was received as if nothing had ever been wrong. And the father said, well, what was lost is now found. And on this side now, I understand it. And there's beauty in all of it. First of all, the beauty is that divine guardian, that infinite creator, loves unconditionally. That there is nothing I can say, there's nothing I can do, squander. There is nothing that I could possibly ever conceive of that I would be anything but loved. What a wonderful feeling that is. Spirit has no ego. It doesn't matter what I have ever done or said. It is only ever love and can only ever love me. A house divided would fall. So, it cannot do anything but love itself when it is love. And on the other side, with the other son, he said, it was here all along. You can have anything. You could have had a party anytime you wanted it. You could have asked for anything you wanted. It was here for you. I love you. Of course you're loyal, you're amazing, and I love you. It was always here, always yours. No denying it. He was still angry because he didn't understand. See, if you have $1 million in the bank and you live like a pauper, you're a pauper because you're choosing to live that way. When we don't realize what we have, when we miss the beautiful sunrise or sunset, when we miss out on what's right in front of us, whether it's our child's first steps or the beauty of another day, because we get to be here. All of these things are here. When we have enough, with a roof over our heads, and whether it be electricity for heat or air conditioning down there in Barbados, where Sonia is, you know, and heat up in the Northeast where I am, when I have enough, not just clothes on my back, but choice. When it's not a question of can I eat, it's what will I eat. All of those choices are just like that first, the son that stayed home. I get choices. Now, whether or not I take them is up to me. But when I start realizing the beauty of choice, that there is enough, that I get choices, that divine has given me so much, when my perspective changes and I get it, it's all mine. I get to let it all in. There's a Stephen Colbert from The Late Show. He actually did an interview with Anderson Cooper. And it turns out that his father and two of his brothers, when he was 10 years old, died in a plane crash. And Anderson Cooper had heard this. And he heard Colbert say, that he learned to love the thing that I most wish had not happened. Think about that. Love the thing that I most wish had not happened. So he asked him, can you clarify that? He said, it's a gift to exist, and with existence comes suffering. So Colbert went on and said, I don't want to have it happen, but if you're grateful for your life, then you have to be grateful for all of it. You can't pick and choose what you're grateful for. Think about that. If you're grateful for your life, then you have to be grateful for all of it. We live in a society that tells us the not enoughness, the should, would, coulds. I should have more than I do, or yeah, but that person has more, or they drive the better car. You are exactly who you're meant to be. And feeling contentment is knowing that. We get to be who we are, and the world needs that. You get a choice. When you are at peace with your peace, life is joyful. See, we are this big mosaic of life. Within spirit, we are each individualized expressions. We are like that big puzzle, and there can't be a piece missing, or it's not the same. We don't need to dress like anyone else. We don't need to look like anyone else. We don't need to act like anyone else. You are unique. And when you appreciate your piece, you find peace. See, we get a choice, and what is your choice? Are you making it, or is it making you? There's just so many distractions. See, gratitude is the fourth step in our treatment. And I encourage you, to really, treatment is our form of prayer. And, I encourage you to understand it's so important that when we pray, we are placing that order with expectation. Gratitude comes with knowing the process of setting a new cause in motion and the creative process operating on it, even before the manifestation has occurred. This is being in a state of gratitude because we've placed our order and the universe is whipping it up for us and will absolutely, without question, deliver it to our table. So, do you do that? Do you live in that place of knowing that I have placed my order and I know Spirit's got this? I am blessed to have that knowing that I am always taken care of. I know it. I have moments that I don't understand, and it doesn't look like it's here right now. And it might be at the 11th hour sometimes even almost the 12th. And faith allows me to sleep well, knowing that Spirit's got this. You go to a restaurant, do you follow the waiter into the kitchen to see if they're really making you what it is you ordered? Life is that way. We are giving the universe, and gratitude is the greatest magnet you can find. When you know and you know that you know and you live in that, there's a pull like nothing else. So let me ask you, what are your practices? How do you practice gratitude? Do you start your day when you open your eyes? Are you grateful for the bed that you lived in, that you slept in? Are you grateful for the fact that it's warm or it's cool or whatever it is you choose? Are you grateful to have running water? That if you are thirsty, that you can get something to drink easily? How about medical care? That if there was something wrong, you could go somewhere. Every time I hear a siren of a fire engine, I think, isn't it amazing that if, heaven forbid, there's an emergency in my home, there's people that will come and take care of that immediately. So, do you begin and end your day with gratitude? Do you have a journal? Maybe you write 5 things a day that you're grateful for. You really want to check out your attitude? If it's hard to be grateful for something, you're not in the right place. You get to change and have an attitude of gratitude. People that do are more joyful. It's just that simple. And you may say, yes, but there's other things. Yes, there are. And it's something that you cultivate. It is a spiritual practice to have an attitude of gratitude. It doesn't just happen, it's a practice. Maybe you have prayer partners and you talk about, the blessings from yesterday. For me, one of my personal gratitudes is when I put on lotion in the morning. I thank my body for taking care of me. I thank for my body for what it can do. Because I will definitely tell you, I did not always nurture it. I didn't necessarily eat the right way or take care of myself the way that I could have. And it heals and it nurtures and it loves me. And I do what I can to love it and honor it exactly as it is. Not that it should be different. It's not about that. It's loving it where it is and knowing that I'm getting healthier and doing the best I can to care for it. Because this is my vessel I've been given and I'm grateful for it. Do I give away from the overflow of my life? It's another practice. So if you're giving things away to goodwill, it means that you have so much that you can give away. How about prayer before you eat? That's gratitude. You are blessing what you have. Perfect assimilation, circulation, and elimination, knowing that what's going in is being taken care of and nurtured by our bodies. When we are in that understanding that this apple or whatever it may be is fuel, that this amazing machine knows how to make fuel out of that and care for it, it's a blessing. Thank you notes. And I know a lot of people don't send out letters anymore. I do. I've been on the kick again. Because, don't we love to get something other than bills in the mail? So send out thank you notes. Just even friends or family. I love you. I'm thinking of you. I appreciate you in my life. It means so much. And it takes so little. Yes, we can send text messages, but it isn't the same. You know, we get to be here. And so much of life, we think, well, I have to do this and then I have to do that and I have to. I get to. Stephen Colbert talked about, how the worst thing of your life can be, almost the best in some ways. Everything is perspective. My sister transitioned 15 years ago and was my only sibling. And it really was a turning point of a lot of things. I have an article that I wrote one time, Innocence Lost in Grief. And it was everything in my life turned upside down. And I felt like a part of me was lost. And it helped me appreciate things in a different way. I get to be here every day, every birthday. I don't care what the number is. I turned 50 this year and I'm grateful for it. She made it to 37. I get to be 50 this year. Everything is perspective. And I know she's with me in this oneness that there's nowhere we actually go. It's all love. And I miss her every day. We get to choose how we see things. Everything and anything can be a reminder and a choice. So I encourage you to understand that thank you isn't for spirit. We are not. I used to say that I'm going to church on Sunday to say thank you. That's why I would go, because I didn't resonate with everything that was said. So I said I'm going to say thank you. And the truth was, I needed to thank you. Spirit has no ego. It doesn't need me to be anywhere. For all of you listening, whether it's live right now or whether you're listening another time, thank you. Thank you for being here. It's wonderful to have you here. And, you get to choose. So, in that gratitude, you get to say thank you. You get to choose or not. But realize the gift in even that choice. That an attitude of gratitude makes you happy. If there's one thing that I truly know, it's that it's not about getting what we think we want, it's wanting what we have. So I invite you to understand that in this moment, chances are you have enough. Enough to be able to choose what you eat, what you wear, sleep comfortably. That's a lot. It's a lot more than a good portion of the world has. And too often I take it for granted. So I invite you to cultivate some practices this week. Be in that place of knowing, realize that you get a choice. There's something in this attitude of thanksgiving that carries us beyond a field of a doubt into the perfect faith and acceptance, receptivity, realization. Ernest Holmes. So let's be in that place of realization this week. Let's understand that we get a choice, and the last quote that I want to share with you, and I love this perspective, is Neil Donald Walsh from Conversations with God. He said, affirmations do not work if they're merely statements of what you want to be true. Affirmations work only when they're statements of something you already know to be true, something that you are already grateful for. Think about that. It's not just what we say, it's not just how we say it, it's the meaning behind it. When someone looks in your eyes and tells you that they love you, it's the feeling behind it, not the words. So let us be in that place this week of gratitude. Let us be in that celebration of knowing what we already have and the good that's on its way. That it's like a child waiting for Christmas, knowing that good stuff is coming. Be in that place. It's a happy birthday every day. You get to be here. Life itself is the gift. You get a choice on what you think about, what you do, what you appreciate. So let's be in that place of gratitude. And if you practice that this week more and you cultivate it more, I promise you, you will be happier. I promise you. And if not, you reach out to me. I promise you will be happier. So let us go into our affirmation for the week. And I invite you to say this with me. I am grateful for the abundance in my life now and yet to be. One more time. I'm grateful for the abundance in my life now and yet to be. Let's know that spirit's got some good things planned, and that it is arriving in divine timing, that it is exciting. The best is yet to come. Live in that place of knowing the best is yet to come. Celebrate. So I am grateful that you are here with us today. I am so appreciative that you would spend your time with us and in this knowing. And we are going to move into our place of the law of circulation, knowing that giving activates receiving. Know that if you've been spiritually fed, that you can reach out and we ask for the awareness that we are here because of you. So what I encourage you is to know that you can go through Venmo or PayPal to support CSL Greater Boston and that vision of our new center and what's moving forth for us. We would love for you to know with us our sacred affirmation. So I invite you to say this affirmation with us. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And in that circulation, we know when we give, we can't help but receive. It's the way the universe works. So I wanted to mention some announcements. Practical mysticism. The date is going to be February 8th that we begin. Reach out. We'd love to hear from you. It is a 10-week class. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can email me, Gina at cslboston.org, or give me a call. Know that you can reach out to me. Love to let you know a little bit more about it. Awaken your inner mystic. We are going to have some fun. And we vision every Monday. We would love to have you there. So tomorrow at noon, and if you get our weekly newsletter, just click on that picture and it'll take you right there. If you don't get our weekly newsletter, go to our website, CSL Boston, .org. Again, it's cslboston.org, and it'll take you. You can sign up for our weekly newsletter to get everything that's coming up. Sacred Circle at 7. We'd love for you to join us. This week we have practitioner Katie Rox Brigatti, who is going to be leading us this week. So every week it is a sacred conversation, and it is always a different spiritual leader, and we'd love for you to be there. And of course, remember that we do have Vista coming up. February 20th, 23rd, the National Convention is available. And if you are interested in going online, reach out to me and I can help you with a ticket if need be. And in person. For February, we are going to be there on the 12th. We would love to see you. Knowing that we are virtual, all the rest of the weeks. But once the second Sunday of every month, we are always there with you. So I would love for you to join us if you're in the Boston area. Please do. So grateful to be here with you, and so grateful for you to be here with us. Knowing that in this oneness, we are all one community. We are all one family. And, we're going to end in an amazing song. But before we get there, I wanted to go into prayer and just anchor this message, anchor this truth. So let's just take a breath and be right here where we are, knowing that there is only one power, one presence, one love, omniscient, omnipresent, and opulent. It is that beautiful sunrise. It is that babies giggle. It is the eyes that I see through. It is all there is, was, and ever will be. And that includes me. I am that I am presence, both the breath and the breather. And as I know it of me, I know it of each one watching at home, each one hearing this message, each one in the all. And I know that power, that love, that omniscience, I know that abundance is my birthright. That there is nothing I can say or do to be any less perfect, for I am divine. I know that I am blessed. I am blessed with the eyes that I see through. I am blessed with friends, family. I am blessed with more than enough. And I claim my divine inheritance. I claim absolute perfection of health with easy flow and vitality. I claim it for myself. I claim it for each one. I claim peace and harmony within me and each individualized expression in our world. Knowing that peace is more than a bumper sticker. Peace is my natural order and that of each one. And within that oneness, within this one planet, I claim that peace in the heart of each world leader, knowing that communication is easy. I claim that peace And I claim that abundance, that there's not just enough, but more than enough. That each one receives whatever care they need. Plenty of food, shelter, medical care. Each one receives in abundance, for there is no lack. Allowing that overflow, that peace, that love to shower across this planet in amazing ways. Knowing that each one within my voice is the change we wish to see in the world. So grateful to know and be grateful. So I claim that gratitude, that grateful heart, that awareness, that perspective is not just here now, but throughout every day. I claim that for myself and for each one. But that joyful heart overflows in amazing ways in all aspects of life. So filled with gratitude, I set it into the law, knowing it cannot come back void. I celebrate it. I say amen and bless it be. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for knowing truth with us. Thank you for being that change. And the last song that I'm going to play is someone that did just that. He became the change you wish to see. This is a person, his name is Nemo, and he's an amazing artist, and he's an even more amazing person. He actually was on MTV with his music. He had a booming new career, and he was also on Wall Street all at the same time. His life was going incredible places, and he was not happy. He was not content. And he actually watched a play put together with some children from India, and it changed his life. He was called to leave that all behind. He left New York City and went to the poorest places in India, and he found what he was called to do. And he created an amazing organization, and this particular song is called Grateful. And I invite you to look at the joy on their faces. He was given the opportunity to create a video, and he had literally, I think it was 24 hours to do it. And he called in, and everything he needed was provided for him and his organization. So it's actually with Daniel Nahmod, and I love this song. And as we go out, I invite you to really listen to the words and look at the joy in their eyes as they sing about being grateful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a blessing to the world and to me. Namaste.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all
is
that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing
stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart. Aligned in purpose, everything will feel gorgeous.
All that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan. Well, there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am,
Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing.
You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.